What's up everybody, Chef Alex here and welcome back to Quality Cooking. Today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about perfectly cooking eggs every way under the sun. Let's start with the classic sunny side up fried egg. In a non-stick pan, heat a good amount of veg oil or canola oil to a low to medium heat. Feel free to add in a little bit of butter as well for flavor. I would refrain from using olive oil, as I find the flavor doesn't really work well with eggs. Gently crack your eggs into the pan. Swish the fat all around the pan, allowing it to go all over top of the egg and the yolk. This ensures an even cooking on both the top and the bottom of the egg. A good trick is to baste the top of the egg with the hot oil. Once the egg whites are congealed and cooked, and the yolk feels warm to the touch, it's time to season the egg to taste with good quality salt and freshly cracked black pepper. The reason why we never add salt to eggs at the beginning of the cooking is because salt pulls out the moisture in the egg and causes the proteins to coagulate quickly, resulting in a rubbery texture. For over easy eggs, dab the excess fat once the eggs are cooked, then tip the eggs to the tip of the pan and quickly but gently flip the eggs over, trying your best not to break the yolk. You could also just use a slotted spatula. For the perfect scrambled egg, it's a lot easier than you might think. The most important rule is to not overcook it. Start by cracking 2 or 3 eggs into a bowl. In a non-stick pan, start heating 1 teaspoon each of oil and butter over low to medium heat until the butter just stops foaming, and then add your eggs. Continuously stir the eggs, making sure to incorporate the cooked curds into the raw egg. Season with salt and pepper. The eggs are perfect when it still appears very moist and fluffy. If you cook the eggs any further, the residual heat in the eggs will continue to cook them, and the result will be a dry, overcooked scrambled egg. Now for the perfect French omelette, let's start off similar to the scrambled eggs with a teaspoon each of butter and oil over low to medium heat. So again, when the butter stops foaming, add 3 whisked eggs and begin to cook just like the scrambled eggs. And season the eggs halfway through the cooking. Then turn off the heat and shape the eggs evenly into a circle, and then let it sit for a minute to help it set. The reason the heat is off is because we don't want any more heat introduced to the bottom of the pan. Now it's time to add whatever fillings you'd like down the center of the eggs. I've chosen just a simple cheese and tomato filling. When the eggs feel like they've set, push the eggs down to the corner of the pan and fold over one of the edges. Tip the eggs right onto the lip of the pan and gently let the eggs roll onto the plate. If there's any brown on the eggs, next time, try a slightly lower heat. Now it's time for something a little easier, boiled eggs. For a soft-boiled egg, boil for 6 minutes, and for a hard-boiled egg, you're going to want to boil it for about 9.5 to 10 minutes. Drop them in very carefully with a slotted spoon to prevent the eggs from cracking. Once cooked, chill them in an ice bath right away. If they're left hot for too long, the yolks will develop a gray color, which is very off-putting. To help peel the eggs easily, I find peeling them under the water while still slightly warm is a good trick, and also make sure to use the freshest eggs possible. Once cut and before served, always season the eggs with good quality salt and freshly ground black pepper to taste. Now for the star of the Eggs Benedict, the poached eggs, we're going to add approximately 1 tablespoon of white vinegar per liter of water to a medium-sized pot and bring to a simmer. Again, it's very important to use the freshest eggs possible as it helps the whites stay together. When your water is at a rolling simmer but not rapidly boiling, very gently add in your eggs. It's the action from the simmering bubbles making their way to the surface that creates that perfect teardrop shape that your eggs will have from your favorite brunch restaurant. For the perfect soft poached eggs, Allow to cook for 2 minutes and 45 seconds, no more, no less. Then gently remove them with a slotted spoon and place them on a plate lined with paper towel. So that's it for me today, guys. If you liked the video and feel like you learned something, hit that like button, leave a comment, share it with your friends, and most importantly, subscribe if you aren't already so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming videos.